Hi there, this is Janet. Happy Thanksgiving week, and I wanted to continue on from the email that I sent out a couple of weeks ago talking about the reasons why you want to buy real estate. And last time I talked about cash flow. Today I'm going to talk about why houses, in my opinion, make a better investment over condos and apartment units or bigger pieces of property, commercial property. One is that houses are both income producing and user properties, so you have a couple of ways to utilize that property. Another is that it's relatively easy for most people to purchase moderately priced homes versus trying to buy a much more expensive apartment building. It's just the barrier of entry is a lot lower. Right now especially, there's a greater number of anxious sellers and willing buyers for houses versus other types of property. It's just a lot easier to move this type of inventory. And generally over time, the housing market is pretty stable and it's pretty liquid. So I'm talking about, you always want to know your exit strategy. So is it easy to find a buyer for your property? And generally it is. The one that is really key, and you'll see this in the chart that I put into this email, is that houses make a really great hedge against inflation. So you'll see in the chart that I'm showing you different annual income and increasing that rent value by 5% a year, and how you can hedge that against inflation and have some really stable retirement income going into the future. Houses are generally a pretty low profile investment, and what I mean by that is you're less likely to attract the attention of an IRS or government employee versus some other types of investments. Houses can attract long-term, low-maintenance tenants, and you just have to know how to qualify them and screen them, or if you're not comfortable doing that, just hire a property manager. It's pretty easy to diversify in houses. You want to look at purchasing homes in different neighborhoods. You can buy different qualities of neighborhoods. Generally, if you really aren't interested in driving around, kind of purchase in an area that takes 10 to 15, 20 minutes to drive. Other times you can purchase property a little bit farther away. It just really depends on how much time you want to put into it. Sellers will often, especially now as financing is getting a little bit more difficult, oftentimes they'll take a note back on the property, and that just means that it's easier to purchase the property. You have to put less money into it, which means less risk for you. And then this one is key. Oftentimes we don't think about it, but unlike condominiums, houses don't have to be, with houses, tenants and buyers don't have to be approved by the association. And the other thing that I like about houses versus condo is you're not tied to that HOA fee, which you really don't have control over. So that can increase dramatically over time, which cuts into your cash flow. And then last but not least, when you liquidate your property, you'll sell it at retail and you'll sell it for cash. So it's again, think about cash flow long term, think about appreciation and cashing out that for larger chunks of money down the future. Just make sure you know your overall plan. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up. I know we have a volatile market going on. There's a lot of ups and downs, but if you really think about it, I'm sure we all have something very thankful to be happy about this week: our family, our friends, and our good health. So take care, have a fabulous Thanksgiving, and I'll chat with you soon.